Alright, so the first move we're going to get into now is called the dying cockroach. So you're going to put both hands behind your head. You're going to lock your feet together. Now you're not pulling from your neck, despite what your instinct might tell you to do. What you're going to do is you're going to use your abs to crunch together, get into like a mini crunch, and you're going to use your upper body to go one direction, your lower body to go the other. Keep going. Your aim is to do as many circles or clockwise rotations or counterclock, whatever you want to do in a row. And if you're doing it right, you should look like a dying roach, dying cockroach, okay? The very next move we're going to do, good job Mr. Jason, is we're going to toe touches, one of my favorite moves. So, this is heavily based on balance. One leg up, point those toes, the other leg, the other hand comes up, and what you're going to do is you're going to go down to touch the floor and extend the foot out and straight. Oh, that's actually pretty good, Mr. Jason. As you can see, his balance is compromised. Let's go over to the side. You're getting better at these, man.
Thank you.
Good. So you start up. So before he goes to the floor, he's going to kind of crunch his body together. Now go ahead. Go to the floor, extend. Good. I'm going to adjust you, try to keep your balance. You're kind of aiming for this and trying to keep a through line from your toe to your shoulder all the way out, okay? And you're trying to go not to lean on the floor but barely touch it, so go ahead and come back up. Good, and then you go down again. And you're going to keep going on the same side for the first round, the second round switch it up, and the last one will alternate, okay? So, this is one, once again, focus on balance, not speed. Once you master that, you can play around with speed, but if you find yourself having a full palm on the floor, then you know you're losing balance. Exactly. I don't think you were demonstrating that time. Okay, the next thing we're going to go to is the uhs. Go ahead, Mr. Jason. The great thing about this move is it's customizable. Okay, so you start off in a plank. Then what you do is you bring your elbow, alternating hand and foot, and you bring the elbow to your knee in a crunch just like that, and you make a sound. Hello? Now let's watch him go for speed. Hello? Alright, go ahead and stop. So look, do you see how his plank always stays here? The last move we're going for is your favorite. Horse stance. You're going to inhale, breathe in, which the Chinese calls the qi, and you're going to exhale and go down into a squat. Now the difference between this is you're aiming for your back to be as straight as possible. Imagine you're sitting in a chair and then you're just trying to gently touch it, and that's where you're staying. So what he's doing good is he's aiming his knees to go the same direction as his toes. Cardinal rule. I would prefer, this is where he is now, so let's honor it, go ahead and release. I would prefer if you could keep your toes pointed as much to the front as possible. Going more to the side like that is more of a Japanese way of doing it. The Chinese way is staying like this and keeping it to the front. Now the other key is you're making sure that your knees do not go past your toes, which is like a rule for every squat, but this one, make sure that you keep that in mind. But let's just run through each one time, okay? Dying cockroach, first round. Just do a couple. So link. Remember, you're using your abs and your core, not your neck. Go ahead to the toe touches. This is all balance. Once again, core, point the toe, very good. Come right back up. Same side. Good. And if you can, and never let your toe touch the floor again, that would be ideal, if you can keep going in a row. The next one we're going to do is the uhs. So jump right down. Plank. Alternating. Knee to elbow. Now the sound is poignant for this one. You have to release. Alright. And the last one is the horse stance. Inhale. Let the energy out. Go. Actually, Mr. Jason, can we show them from the side view? You have a nice straight back. Let's go for it. So watch how he sits into it rather than just leans forward and compensates with his back. Very good. Knees are going up. Good. You're actually pointing more in the front than ever. You're getting better at this, man. Good. So those are the 4 exercises. The rules are going to be 30 seconds each round, 15-second rest. You ready to do it?
Let's do it.
All we're doing is 3 rounds. That's it. Less than 10 minutes. All right, guys. 5 seconds. We're going to begin. Ready. Dying cockroach. Set. Begin. Go for it. Remember to crunch those abs. Good job. Good job. Now this move is going to help a whole lot for those of you who are having your spine touch the floor or your hips when we were doing the stage combat stuff. Do it slow. Mr. Jason, give him an example. And use this move to use your abs to just feel out your back on the floor and kind of find that sweet spot. This is a great exercise to go for. All right, speed it back up. 5 seconds. 4. Make another rotation. You got it. 3, 2. Good, good. Take a rest. 15-second rest. Ah, getting fancy. Now we're getting to toe touches. Okay? Remember, this is balance and about alignment of the body. All right? 3, 2. I'll jump on the mat. 2. Go for it. Remember to point that toe. Good. If you want to go for speed, you can. Okay? If you feel like you got it and you want to point it out, this mat just slipped on me. Let me get off the mat. All right? Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Good. Keep going. 5 seconds, Mr. Jason. Go. Focus on the core strength of this and have your balance. Good, good, good. Take a rest. All right. Get down and get ready for the ons. I'll do this one with you, Mr. Jason. Let's go for it. Now remember, it's about the sound you make. Okay? This one you could definitely go for speed. Just make sure you come back to the plank. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm smoking him, right? I think. You're not beating me. Alright, let me check his form real quick. Let me check his form. Clearly his back, I knew it. His back's not straight for the plank. Keep going. 1. Don't tell him, but I got tired. Okay, good job, Mr. Jason. Better luck next time. The next thing we're going for is what? What do we have? Oh, the horse stance. Get ready. I'll go to the side. Inhale, just get down there. All right. Let's focus. Now, the arm strength is just as important here. If you feel this in your knees, stop immediately and recheck your form. You should be feeling it in your glutes, hamstrings, and quads. And your arms should be so strong that it's barely moving, okay? 5, 4, breathe. 3, 2, 1. Good job, good job. All right, round 1 done. You got 2 more rounds in you?
Let's do it.
You got it?
Let's do it.
All right, okay. All right. We're starting with dying cockroach. Let's see how many circles he can get. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, if you look like a roach, you're doing this right. If you want to spray Raid, I'm not encouraging you to do that. But let's go for it. That's 1 rotation. You think you get 3? Let's go. Let's go. 2. You got 1 more? You got 10 seconds. Let's go. You're only halfway there. It helps when someone screams at you. It's my childhood. All right, come on. You got it. You got it. 1. All right, let's go. All right, what's next? What's next? What do we do? Oh, toe touches. Toe touches. Now remember, you can go as slow as you want for this. As long as you just don't stop moving for the whole entire thing. Other side this time. There we go. Good. Try to get a little pause once you get your toe out. Go for it. Pause. Back in. Good. Very good control. Very good. What helps me with balance with this is I try to just think of 2 things. Up and down. I know it sounds weird, but just clearing my brain helps me balance better. Down. Up. Down. There you go. You got it. 1. All right, good, good, good. Take a break, take a break. Rest, rest, rest. Woo! Now we're getting to the uhs, okay? Mr. Jason, can I challenge you? Can you keep all of this in your head voice for this one?
Sure.
He loves it. Go for it.
Sushi.
I'm not sure which one was on purpose or which one was a guttural sound coming from there. Okay, horse stance. I'll do this one with you. Ready? I hop in on the last round. Good. Very good. Actually, I'm going to drop out for just 1 second. So, Mr. Jason, you might not have somebody to be able to do this for you, but just mentally getting yourself to think about sitting back in a chair. Just thinking about these slight mental cues is what makes the difference with all these exercises. Yeah, it's taxing, but it's about the mental part of it, which is why it's for stage combat. And I'll explain that in this last round, okay? 1. Alright, take a rest. I already went over the dying cockroach of why that's good, how that helps you figure out your back and your spine. But also, just the sheer amount of level changes that we do, it makes a huge difference for an exercise like this. Go for it. Some would say it looks stupid. Some would say you look ridiculous. Some would say, let me see, he's getting mad. But seriously, this is such a compound movement that you're using more muscles than is even, look at this. He's using his glutes, he's using his rear delts, he's using everything. Just don't use your neck, despite what your instinct tells you. Keep going, Mr. Jason, you got it. I'm with you. Make it around, go. Laughing as I can. You got it. Oh, man. All right, good. Now this other one, toe touches. I think this one should be a little obvious. What a lot of us lack are balance, but not just balance, but it's the core strength that leads to the balance, which is what this is great for, okay? Now, I'm not even perfect at it, but starting from here, going down, it's the mental aspect that this takes, which is what we're using. Oh yeah, alternate for the last round. For all of stage combat, as you know, to have the control of the percentages we go and where you're aiming, this is what dexterity comes into play. Great movement for dexterity and balance. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Maybe we'll put a little thing that pops up here to explain it. Okay. Alright, good job, Mr. Jason. You got it. Last round, man. Go all out. Now the ums. Okay? We talk about vocal napping a whole lot. Alright? That needs to come from here. Guttural literally means from your stomach. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. So, challenge yourself. Not just with doing this, but taking your mind off of your body and on the sound. Let your body think for itself. I say that a lot. Let your body think. Alright, Mr. Jason. He shouldn't have to work hard for this. Can you go for the most painful sound you can make? Go, go. 5. Okay. Don't compare yourself to him. He's a master. Okay. Alright, last one, horse stance. Let's finish off strong. Okay, Mr. Jason? I'm going to challenge him hard. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Alright. Quiet everything. This is the last exercise. You're going to be done with this. Less than 10 minutes, you did more than people did in their whole week. Go on Facebook if you don't believe me. Let's go for it. Alright, 10 seconds. Go an inch lower. Go, it's the last one. You got it, Mr. Okay, Mr. Jason, let's go. 5, 4, you got it. 3, 2. Good job. That's what I'm talking about, man. Take your rest. You deserve it. You deserve it. That's your stage combat workout. Every other day or once every 3 days.